Okay, we are moving right along. I'm going to try to put out a few more videos than I normally do. Um, this just came to my mind though. Today I would kind of like to touch on some of the emotions that Aquarius hides and why. Because that's the most important part, is the why. But to open this video, I really want to put this out there. Nobody ever complains when you hide your happiness. Have you ever noticed that? Nobody ever really cares if you hide laughter or if you hide extreme joy. Maybe once in a blue moon, but it seems like, strangely enough, the only issue people have as far as not revealing emotions is when you hide your pain. When you hide your fear, when you hide your sadness. So to me, the thought that comes to my mind is that just begs the question, why are you so obsessed with seeing me in pain? That's what's going through my mind as everybody complains about, oh, you're weak because you won't show me your pain. See, my instinctual response to that is, why do you want to know my weakness? What are your plans? Straight up, is there a particular reason why I can sit here and appear to be emotionless no matter what I'm feeling, but the only ones you want to see are the ones that make me weak? Why is that? So is it me that has the problem because I won't show you my weakness? Or is it you that has the problem because you want, strength over me? Just figured I'd throw that idea out there. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and explain some of the reasons why we hide certain emotions. And I'm really going to go into some of the emotions that we hide first. Then I'll tell you why. I would have to say, just to get this one out of the way, anger. A lot of people say, "Oh, Aquarius just likes to be easy breezy and cool and laid back and pretend that nothing bothers him." Well, let me explain something to you here. If I'm in a situation, especially with multiple people, and the choreographed scenery that's going on makes me angry, my very first instinct is that I'm not important enough for how I feel to change the external situation. That's one of the main things. But I would have to say, what encompasses the reason why is because, okay, let's take the realm of possibilities here. What are the chances that what's happening out there is going to change to fit, oh, so important me with my emotions because the galaxy revolves around how I feel? What are the chances that that's going to happen? Don't you think it would be more productive and more respectful for me to change how I respond to what's happening? Now, of course, early on, your immature, unevolved Aquarius is not going to have that figured out yet. That's why we get a pretty good reputation for bottling up negative emotions, not taking proper care of them for a very long time, and just spontaneously combusting and, a year down the line for holding it inside and not taking very good care of it. But I can promise you, the main idea behind it is to change. I'm observing myself on the inside when I'm feeling any kind of negative emotion, because I don't like how it feels. I don't like how negative emotions feel. I do not like the feeling of anger. I do not like the feeling of being irritated, I just don't like it. So the main thing that's going on when I'm pretending to be cool and laid back is I'm trying to change how I feel about the situation first. Of course, a lot of other factors come into that, like, does it go against my moral values and all those kinds of things? But 90% of the time, I'm trying to change how I respond to it. I personally think that that is a more acceptable and respectable way to handle your own emotions. Okay. Now, this next one's the big one. Okay. Jealousy. Now, this one might make some Aquarians angry, and I'm sure I'll probably get some negative comments over this one, but we like to take pride in the fact that we don't seem to get jealous. But I'm going to tell you what, we do. We do. Jealousy, okay, let me just say something real quick. It irritates the hell out of me when people try to say that jealousy and being territorial are two different things. You can categorize the meanings behind which is which, but trying to pass one off as the other doesn't like excuse the exact same emotion. Okay, they're the exact same emotions. They stem from the same energy. Okay. Anyway, having said that, let's throw a hypothetical situation out there. Let's say you're my girlfriend and you have some guy's phone number, like an old friend of yours or something like that, and he's calling you and texting you an awful lot. Let's just throw that one out there. Of course, I'm gonna feel feelings of jealousy, absolutely. But here's the thing. Once I start letting you know that, the first thing that I'm doing is I'm admitting to you that that guy is above me. That's what I'm doing. I'm handing you, I'm offering power. I'm offering my power away. Because having power over me that's all good and well. That's fine. You can have all the power over me that you want, but you're not going to be aware of it. I promise you that. I'm not going to let you know. Because the moment that I let you know how much power you have over me, that triples it. So, again, another thing, it ties into what I said in the last video about why Aquarians aren't controlling in a relationship. If I give you a big long leash to go out and do whatever you want, and you go out and screw that up, I don't want to be with you. I let the problem weed itself out. You know, I don't like, let's use this example. Say you have one or two choices. You have two dogs that you can pick. One dog you have to keep behind a fence and on a leash, because if it gets away, it's never coming back. Or you have a dog that's very, very loyal to you. You can let it out the door. You know it's not going to cause no trouble. You don't have to put it on a leash. You don't have to put it behind a fence. You know that it's a good dog. It's not going to go out and hurt anything, and it's going to come back because it loves you and it wants you. That's I'm not saying that women are like dogs. I'm just using that as an analogy as to like when I'm in a relationship, I don't want to have to put my woman on a leash. You know, I don't want to have to like tell her what she can and can't do or who she can and can't talk to, because I shouldn't have to. You understand what I'm saying? That ties in an awful lot with why I won't show my jealousy, because I don't want to have to show it, and I don't want to have to, you know. And when I show it, that hands my power off. That hands my power away and says, okay, well, here I am all weak and can't control myself. So this person's better than me. So if they're that much better than me, you might as well go off and have that person. You know, does that kind of make any sense right there? It's not an emotion that should have to be shown. It's not an emotion that should have to be felt. If you have to feel that emotion, like especially if they're doing it on purpose, like I know a lot of people who do this. I've had people admit to me that they do this. They intentionally make their partners jealous just to see if they care. That is very stupid of you if you do that. If you intentionally hurt your partner just to test to see if they care, you are a very, very, I try not to cuss and I try not to say really bad things on this channel here because I'm trying to keep it, appropriate for the community and whatnot, but you are one of the lowest types of people that there are, and you don't deserve to be with that person if you do that. If you intentionally hurt the person that you're with just because it makes you feel better because it shows that they care. You don't need to be in a relationship at all. So anyway, I just got a text message. That's one of the reasons why we hide jealousy. I know there was a few different reasons behind that, but So the last one I'm going to have to say would be what most people consider love. I kind of touched on this idea in a few previous videos, but I really want to expand on it a little bit more today. Why do we not show too many emotions when we very first get with somebody? Well, remember the sensation that I talked about? When you very first meet somebody, that sensation, ooh, I need you. Everything you do is beautiful. You could burp and fart, you know, it's you doing it. So it's beautiful. You know, it completely changes the way you think. You find yourself thinking things you wouldn't think, doing things that you wouldn't do. You find yourself making accommodations and going out of your way to do things that are completely out of your normal character because you're wrapped up in this sensation. Well, as I stated in both of my brutal truth about Aquarius videos, Aquarians start out in life so emotionally vulnerable that it doesn't take too terribly long for us to realize that whenever we feel that sensation, that means that something bad is going to happen. Because what that actually is, that feeling, and the reason that we don't like to act on it, what it actually is, your intuition is mirroring the emptiness inside of you that you need to fill yourself. So when you look at that mirror, what you think you're looking at is a person externally that's going to do it for you. That's how you react to it emotionally. That's why you feel like you need this person. But your intuition is telling you that these are the things that you feel empty about inside. And this is what you need to work on for yourself. Because if you think another person is going to fill those empty spaces within you, you're dead wrong. You got a lot of work to do. And as I said again, Aquarians very early on get hurt very badly early on in life. I can remember as a little kid wondering how all of these people deal with these things, because I can see certain people be in certain situations and have things happen to them that if it happens to me, it cripples me and crushes me so bad that I can't function. And that's how I always knew that I feel emotions deeper than anybody, is because I would go so insane. I couldn't function, couldn't think, couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. I would hurt so bad. It didn't take me too terribly long to start learning that I need to control that. I need to figure out what's going on in here. Why? You know? So, that feeling that most people call love is not love. That's why we don't really act on it and show all those emotions at first. Because we want to think our way through that to be able to study you logically, to see if we even like you. How many times have you done that? How many times have you met somebody, got that sensation, y'all both just came together and formed this relationship? It was a long-term relationship. And then after that spark, you know, died down and settled, you realized you didn't even like the person you were with. Couldn't even stand being around them. Okay? That's one of the main reasons why we don't just act on that feeling. Does that make a little bit more sense to you right there now? I know it seems like we're just so stupid and we don't know nothing about our emotions, but I hope I spoke some logic into your heads there. Okay? So, anywho, again, the Facebook page is up and running. The link is down in the description. Go and like me there. I got a little bit of content on it, but I'm waiting to build the audience up before I really start putting videos and stuff like that on there. So, anyway, probably another video coming in a couple of days. That's all I got to say on the subject matter for that one, though. So, you guys have a good one. I'm out of here.